Hopefully you are listening to this on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. All right, so that was my joke for today. There we go. All right, so this is this will be the presentation for everything that you're doing between May the 4th and May the 8th. Starting off with, you will have actually three ed puzzles. The first one is this one. I haven't finished taping it yet. That's why it says TBA. You will also have two videos on procrastination, and they will be grades so that you have an idea of what's going on and trying to avoid yourself from being a procrastinator. And take a look at this as I figure out what my next move is. Okay, so that's my animation for today. All right, so when it comes to your Weebly accounts, and if you don't have a Weebly account just yet, you need to contact me because we need to have a chat. You should have already finished your landing page because that was due on the 17th. And then you should also have 2 entries per week. At the end of this week, you should have 7 entries total. Remember that your blog post must be 2 paragraphs that are 6 to 8 sentences long. You can include a picture as long as you cite the source if it's not your own picture. I've got a lot of people that have been just putting up memes and you're not giving any evidence of where you received that meme, so I need to know where it came from. And you can't just put a meme up. You've got to also give me 2 paragraphs. I want to know what you're thinking and how you're feeling about this whole being isolated and being off the grid, so to speak, when it comes to school. I want to know what's going on in your mind. Then I am definitely going to check your communication page this week. This should be examples and screenshots of a number of ways that you can communicate with your teachers and friends both inside this virtual school area and outside. You should have at least 3 ways, and you should include a picture and an explanation that is more than 2 sentences long. If you're not giving me enough information, I'm not going to give you enough of a grade. That's how I'm going to just work it. Now, when we talk about the Weebly, let me show you something here. I can see who has worked on their stuff and who hasn't. The problem is some of you have not published it. That's why I'm not seeing things here. I know you've been working on it because you have given me some ideas of what you have posted, but you haven't published it. So going forward, in order for me to be able to see it and therefore give you a grade, you need to publish it. Each time you update your work, you need to publish it so I can see that there's been some progress being made. Please don't wait until the last minute to publish your work because I am checking this on a weekly basis and I'm not backdating any of grades from here on out. If you don't have it, you don't get the grade. And the next time when we go into it, then you'll get a grade. All right, so what does that look like? How do I do that? So let me bring this back over here. All right, and let me show you my DIT folder. All right, so here's the thing. I put in one of the names of the videos that my DIT students can also be doing if they have extra time. And the thing is, I haven't put the URL here. So I'm going to go into my website, not my student sites, but my website for DIT. I'm going to locate the page that I need to go to, which is the What Do I Do Now? And notice that I still can edit here. what I need to do is add the URL. Now, it's not going to be visible until I click publish. When I click publish, it's going to come back and say, hey, you're published. And if you want to purchase this so that Weebly's not seeing that, that's what that is. So don't continue on. It's not necessary. However, what you can do is click on this to see that it updated the correct way. And now I have the URL there. So the key is to publish it as you go. So when you publish it as you go, that means that you work on it a little bit, publish it, see if it worked out, because sometimes your spacing will be off and it just doesn't appear very appealing. So you always want to publish and see what it looks like, go back and fix if you need to, or update like misspellings or capitalization and punctuation. You need to do that as you go. All right, so I should not have any problems with not being able to see everybody's sites. I should see everybody's sites by this week. All right, so there's that. And moving on. Now, I don't want you to get lost into the dark side. Some of you are staying right on top of things, and thank you for doing that. I don't have to play backtrack. It saves me a lot of time and aggravation. Some of you need some ideas on how to stay on target. So all of my students in all of my classes are doing this. I need you to prove that you know how to use the Teams calendar. So what I mean by that is, here's the Teams calendar. If you look over here, you guys aren't going to have the chat because that's disabled for students, but you should see assignments and you should see calendar. In your calendar, notice that you may have some stuff already situated in your calendar. For instance, I put in 4 assignment dates that should be appearing in your calendar. If it is not appearing in your calendar, then you can add them. What I do want you to do is add 2 more things that could be either projects that you have to do in other classes or assignments in other classes, or something fun for you. So for instance, I have a friend that's on YouTube that is planning something every day, and this is so that I can go and see what he's doing. He's interviewing other teachers that are doing the same kinds of things that we're doing. All I did was I picked an empty box. So let's say that I'm going to pick Wednesday. Put in your title. So let's say check to see if students have uploaded calendar. All right, and I'm going to check that at 1 o'clock. I'm going to just save this. So now for Wednesday, when I Uchi this up a little bit, whoops, close that. Now it's showing there. So now, if I were a good student and wanted to get full credit, what I'm going to do is take my snipping tool, this up. Okay, so this is my entire week from 8 o'clock in the morning when I have to check in. See, teachers have to check in every day as well, all the way until about 4 o'clock. So now, using my snipping tool, I'm going to capture everything, including the picture at the top, or at least the silhouette of the picture at the top, so that I have all of this. And I am going to save this onto my desktop. So let's do in my hold file. And I have a hold folder because there are a number of other things that I don't use all the time, and I can easily delete this once I'm done with it. So I'm going to do Mathis calendar. for 5.4 to 5.8. I'll save that. Remember, I put it in the hold folder. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to open up a Word document. And my Word document is going to be blank. And I'm going to insert this picture from my desktop hold folder here. And then I'm going to give a little bit of an explanation of the things that I added. You have to have at least 2. I only did 1, you have to do 2 at least. You can do more because it might keep you on track. So I added the check to see if students have uploaded calendar info on May the 6th. All right. Now, once you have that, you're going to go up here, File, Save As, Browse, and I'm just going to go to my hold folder again because it's easier to upload things to Focus from my hold folder. And I'm going to label this, and this is very key. If you don't have this as your as the name of your file, you lose 30 points right off the bat. So it's going to be your last name, not my last name, but your last name. So I'm going to put my last name, Mathis Calendar for 5-4 to 5-8. And notice there's a JPG extension. That was the picture. You're now in a document so that when you save it in your hold folder on your desktop, okay, now you've got the JPEG and the doc that is basically the same name. All right, so that is one of your assignments as well. So let me get out of here and out of here and out of here. All right, so this is a job skill grade. The student calendar is a job skill grade. So here's, just in case if you didn't get it by visual, here are the exact instructions. Locate your calendar icon on Teams. Check to see if you have any other classes listed with activities. You should for mine, so double check. Add at least 2 other activities that you need or want to do this week. Using your snipping tool, you capture your calendar for the entire week. Save it as last name _ calendar. If you do that, that's fine. If you don't put the dates, that's fine. Open a Word document, paste the picture in the document. Under the picture, please explain what you added to the calendar. Save the document as your last name _ calendar _ 5-4 to, this should say, okay. Now, here's how your grade will be rendered. To Focus, or you've got the calendar for the entire work week. That includes the little picture of yourself. You have an explanation that you've added. That's 10 points. The correct file name and it's uploaded to Focus is 30 points. Please make sure you have the correct file name. All right, so going forward, that's pretty much all you're going to have for the week. You will have this video to watch, two other videos to watch, some updating of your Weebly and the calendar. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can text me through my Google Voice, which is 904-519-7654. You can send me a remind message, check Focus Teams for your class join code if you don't already have it, or you can contact me in Teams in the Mathis resources area. Okay, that should be good for this week. Thank you so much.